y'all, welcome to another episode of TayTalks. I'm Taylor, your host, and I just got done with my morning routine. That usually consists of me waking up, thanking God, and then staying in my bed too long and having to rush to work. But on my way to work, I always listen to Hot 103 Jamz, and the morning grind with Shay and Shyne always gets my mornings together. And I think a big reason for that is the sparkling personality of Miss Shay Moore. Shay, along with Grand Blvd, has been hosting the morning show at Hot 103. And over these past 5 years, the whole city has been tuned in. So today I'm here at the KC Daiquiri Shop to meet up with Shay so she can let me know how she even got to Kansas City, how she's inspiring Kansas City youth, and a whole bunch more. So let's go on in. All right, so we're back in the KC Daiquiri Shop. I'm here with Shay Moore. Shay, thank you. Thank you for coming, taking the show up. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I did a little research, so I know some things, but if you could tell everybody how you got into radio and how you even got to Kansas City.
Well, there's a long story that got me to Kansas City, but initially I wanted to be a clinical psychologist because I had a lot of issues as a child. Both of my parents had substance abuse issues, so I grew up in a home where by the time I was 18 years old, we had moved 25 times. So that instability and the fact that I had a terrible stutter as a child made me an introvert. And so when thinking about what my career should be, I wanted to help kids. And so I went to my first class, psychology. I'm excited. I sat in the front row like I do with everything. And I was asleep in 15 minutes. So I said, there's no way I can do 4 years of this.
Yeah.
And so people have always told me I had a nice voice. And so I'm sitting there looking like, okay, what could I change my major to? And we had a radio station on campus. And so I was like, shoot, I can't imagine what kind of homework they can give me because I don't have a radio station in my room. So this might be the career for me. And so I changed my major to communications. And in my junior year, I did an internship at a radio station in Charlotte, Power 98. And after the internship was over, they offered me a job. And so I've been working ever since. Started out in Charlotte, then I moved to Buffalo, New York, and worked there for 3 years. After Buffalo, I worked in Wichita, Kansas for 3 months. And then I got offered a job in Dallas, Texas. I was there for 5 years. I left there and worked at B103 in Atlanta for 2 years. Then I worked at Q93 in New Orleans for 5 years. And then here in Kansas City.
Well, that's a journey.
It has been.
That's a big, long journey.
It has been.
Well, so you live in all those places, and everybody knows you in Kansas City. So how do you make such a big impact in all of those cities? Because it's not just like you. I mean, like we've heard about you, but all your other cities, you participate in volunteer work and events and stuff in those other cities. How do you make such a big impact?
I don't know
everywhere you go.
I don't know if I want to say a big impact. All I can do is my part. And I'm very grateful for the people that I learned under at my first radio station. They were very community minded.
Yeah.
And so I came up in the ranks like, okay, this is the price that you pay for being on the radio, for being around celebrities, for working 4 hours a day, listening to music and having fun. You need to make sure that you're giving back to this community. That was one piece of it. Another piece of it is the way that I was raised. I went through a lot as a kid. And I'm aware that if someone had maybe taken a hand and helped me, that it would have been easier for me. And I want to be that for other people. So it's just important that we share what God has blessed us with.
Do you have any mentees, or are you just maybe going to events, maybe reaching out to kids?
I go into each and every school in this city, in surrounding cities. Yeah, I do that sort of thing a lot. Like my day starts at 3:45 in the morning. We do the show until 10. I may have some commercials I need to cut, and then I'm on to talk with kids or volunteer with different organizations and do whatever it is that I can to assist with moving our people forward.
And that's amazing, because I feel like something so small like opens a kid's world up so wide, and so it's so great for you to just keep even talking to people, even for kids to be able to say, hey, I talked to Shay Moore, is amazing, because everybody knows you, everybody listens to you every day, so it's like a big deal, and I think that's cool.
That's funny to me because I'm just me, so when people say that, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. People are excited for you, so I think it's great that you're got such a grasp on the youth in Kansas City. That's great. So who do you consider to be a mentor for you?
Well, over the years, I've had many mentors, particularly radio people, or the kinds of folks that I've always kept in my corner. Skip Dillard is the first person that gave me a full-time job in radio. He's an operations manager up in New York City at WBLS and Hot 97, and he took a chance on me when I was still green in the business, and I thank him for that, and to this day we talk. And Sheila Stewart was a person who brought me into the business, and she's passed away now, but she was the first one who gave me my internship, and I'm very grateful for what she's done to help me. I get a lot of inspiration from reading. I like to read a lot. I'm actually not an extrovert, which people don't believe, but I'm not. So I do a lot of my learning through reading and watching documentaries. I'm a very introspective kind of person. So that's how I get a lot of my mentoring, if you will, is the reading.
So you have to help mentor yourself and you have mentors.
Yes. And I think that that's important. That one of the things that I tell young people all the time is you have to learn how to inspire and motivate yourself. Yeah. Because other people can have an idea of where they think you should go, but there is no one who has a better barometer of where you should be going more than you. You're with yourself every day. You're with yourself in the good and the bad. And so other people, if they've got an insecurity, they may push their insecurity off on you. I've had people tell me that I wouldn't be able to do this business, and that was because they didn't think they could. I don't really even consult a lot of people about the things that I'm going to do, just because I don't want that other extra voice to influence me into doing what I know I can do. So that is like the person that I talk to when it's time to do something. If I'm going to make a move, when I made a decision to move to Kansas City, that's who I talked to. I didn't talk to anybody else about it. Yeah. And I was already in Kansas City by the time anybody knew that I had accepted the job.
Wow. Basically protect your dreams. Because they're so precious. And like you said, any little comment from somebody can make you doubt yourself. You have to have the ultimate belief in yourself. There should not be another person on this earth that believes in you more than you. You've been very fortunate about having us started when we were younger. And I almost had debilitating stage fright when I was younger. So what advice do you have for kids with maybe disorders like that, or social disorders, who want to be more extroverted or want to be more social but are scared? So what advice would you have for them? I would encourage them to build up their belief in themselves. Yeah. And so I remember when I was moving from high school to college, I made a distinct decision that, I want to be different from high school into college. I want to be more extroverted, and I began writing little things down on sticky notes, and I had it on my mirror to look at every day. You're beautiful, you're worthy, you're important, be bold, all of these different things. And I know it sounds cliche and corny, but as you continue to build up that muscle of belief in yourself,
you will see it manifest in your life and the way you walk and the way you interact with people. So you got to be really deliberate about the things that you say about yourself. You're going to have 2,000 people on a daily basis who are going to tell you you're too short, you're too tall, you're too big, you're too small, you're not smart enough, you're too smart. You're going to get those voices to tell you that. But you have to believe it in yourself. So people can say whatever they want to say about me, but I know who I am. You just met me. You don't know me.
I was kind of in the same boat. Like, I didn't have the confidence. And once I gained the confidence, it's just like steps.
Yeah.
So that's great to hear from you that you had to go through that.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
And I still go through it to this day.
Yeah.
And then I'll think of some of the people that I admire and be like, okay, well, what would Queen Latifah do?
Uh-huh.
What would Wendy Williams do in this situation? She probably would boss up. You know, so I'm like, this is what exactly. This is what I would say to myself about obstacles that come my way.
That's great. Okay. I'm listening too because I'm like, wow, that's just so cool. Okay, Shay. So we're at the KC Daiquiri Shop. You lived in New Orleans. We're in Little New Orleans right here.
I actually didn't live in New Orleans.
You did?
I had my show for 5 years. I lived in Atlanta and I recorded the show and it played back live like I was in New Orleans. That's what's going on in the radio industry now. Like a lot of the folks are in other cities because they've taken the local DJs out of the market to save money. That's the one thing that I really love, or one of the things that I love about working for KPRS. They have a local morning show, and a lot of people don't. Either you're going to hear Ricky Smiley on, or you're going to hear Steve Harvey or the Breakfast Club. They actually invest in having a local morning show. We have a live midday show, live afternoons, live night show, where a lot of markets, they don't do that anymore. There might be one jock that's doing 20 different stations. And it's not even syndicated like what we're talking about with the Breakfast Club or Steve Harvey. But there's one person that does all of the breaks from another city.
Well, you may not have lived in New Orleans.
But I've been.
I've been. Yesterday, have you been during Mardi Gras?
No. Essence Fest is when I would go.
Okay.
There's a radio station that I work for had a deep relationship with Essence. And so on the Thursday night before Essence Fest, Q93 does a big event inside the House of Blues. So I would always come down so I could participate with the people who were on locally and whatnot.
I want to go to Essence Fest so bad.
It's so dope. It's so dope. It's so dope.
I gotta go. I have to go.
You'll love it.
And you travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you started, is this a company or is it just an annual cruise that you plan? She started an annual cruise with her sorority sister in 2014. And so tell me about that.
It is a company. Okay. It's a business.
Yeah.
It didn't start out as a business. Whenever we would travel, we would put our pictures up on Facebook, and people were like, oh my God, y'all look like y'all having so much fun, we want to come. And so one day we're on the phone, and she's like, "Fam, I think we should probably invite people, and let's see if we can turn this into something." Mm-hmm. She has a passion for traveling and wanting to expose Black people to traveling. Yeah. Because really, it's not that expensive to travel. If you plan it in advance, if you're hanging out on the weekend and spending $100 drinking, the cruise is like $650, and we give you 10 months to pay it off. So if you give us $60 a month, your trip is paid off by the time we leave. So the first year we went, we took 35 people with us, and we just got back February 11th. And we took 360 people this year. So we've grown just on word of mouth. We don't advertise. It is a business.
That's a business.
It is. It's a lot of work. But we're very grateful that, people want to be a part of it. HuddleOnTheSea.com. It's a shameless plug.
So what do you think has contributed to the big surge in Black travel? Because My mama didn't go all around the world, but she was my age and stuff like that. But it's like a lot of black people are traveling, and not just to Miami and stuff like that. They're going to Saudi Arabia and all kinds of places, Brazil and things like that. So, what do you think has contributed to that?
Social media.
Yeah.
People seeing their friends and people who look like them. It's all about access.
Yeah.
And this is something that I learned when I was, getting my bachelor's about access. In radio, we say it takes someone 7 times to hear something for it to sink in. So this is why, commercials are repetitive. This is why we say the station name over and over again, because you want to keep it top of mind for people. And so the access of showing people, look, you can come here to the Bahamas and no one's going to try to kill you. Nobody's going to be racist against you. So we've got a history as black people of being treated badly. And so once we can see our friends, wait a minute, you mean Tay went to Italy last year and she was, in pictures looking like, happy? I can go too. And so that's what it's been. It's like, okay, well, this is why our cruise works, because these are people who people know. And I'm like, girl, come with us. And a lot of the people are first-time cruisers and people who've never been outside the country. Many of the people who come don't even have passports. So, like you can travel on a cruise without a passport, or you have to have a birth certificate. So, those people now are going and getting passports because they had so much fun. And then they said, you know what, I can enjoy myself and go somewhere, and I don't have to come back and, eat ramen noodles. It wasn't that expensive. I had a great time. All my friends was like, okay, I see you when you posted the pictures. And so it's just accessibility, as with everything, just opening up the door and saying, hey, come with us. Exactly.
Because that's a big deal with a lot of things, not just with traveling and stuff. It's like, we have to know that we can do it before we try sometimes. And I feel like that travel company is doing a great job at telling people, you can do it, come on over.
Come on with us.
So, you're doing all this partying on the cruise. What's the number one song you have to have on a playlist, a party playlist?
Well, swag surfing always gets the party started, So that gets us rocking. I like Roddy Ricch right now too. Like, I just love this kid. I don't know, it's just something about him and the baby. I guess because I went to college in Charlotte. So I'm so excited to see somebody from Charlotte just come up. Yes. So he's going to be here soon. So I'm going to be right up there. I would do better than that with the dance, but that was just what came out right now.
Okay. Well, before you leave, you've been such a wonderful, wonderful guest.
Thank you.
We're going to play a game.
Okay.
A quick game. I've compiled a bunch of quotes from the radio people.
Oh.
And it's multiple choice. So I'm going to say a quote, and then you have to tell me who said it.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so we're going to get started. First quote. Just as people are insecure, the more you like and respect yourself, the less likely you are to be envious. Now, Tom Joyner said, Wendy Williams, or Angela Yee.
That sounds like something Angela Yee would say.
That was Wendy Williams.
Okay, that's my girl. I love Wendy.
If you really are on your grind, you don't have to announce it. Hustle speaks for itself. Was that Charlemagne, Sway, or Howard Stern?
I know it's not Howard Stern. Let's go with Sway.
Charlemagne.
Was that a meme? He didn't say that.
I just am truly thankful for my city, friends, and family who have ever taken any amount of time to invest in me or believe in me.
Oh, that's Brian.
Is this really John Brian?
Oh, that's Brian.
She knows I know Well, Shay, I want to thank you for having so much fun with me. I had a blast. Thank you for joining me on TayTalks. Before we leave, tell everybody your Insta, where we can hear you, what the station is, all that stuff. So let her know.
You can check me out in the morning. It's on the 103 Jamz, 103
100.3, 5:30 to 10.
Ooh,